near the front of that, you said that you had a breaking point and you decided, no, I'm going to speak up. What was that breaking point for you?
All these fools from my background, especially on social media, that just keep saying the wrong crap. Well, the big breaking point, this is a very small thing. I went to the swimming pool in Luton, a ladies only session, and I'm wearing a swimming costume because I'm going swimming. And then there's these Asian ladies, Pakistani ladies, who are wearing a shalwar kameez, with the whole family wearing a shalwar kameez, and they're looking and they're staring at me.
That's the swimming suit burqa, is it?
No, they were like.
What does that mean? I don't know what that is.
So shalwar kameez is like the Asian clothes.
Okay.
Like what you would wear in your house, right?
Okay.
A top and a bottom. And they're wearing that at the swimming pool when it's an only lady session. And I'm wearing a swimming costume and they're staring at me. A, it's really rude manners to stare at someone. B, I'm wearing the appropriate clothing. What the hell are you staring at me for? I should be staring at you. And I'm like, oh my God, I've had enough of this nonsense. And then and I was like, oh, it's really cringe. And they're just not getting it. It's rude manners to stare at people. Small things like that. And then again at the gym, at the swimming, at the changing rooms at the swimming pool, I'm trying to get changed, and then the cubicle beside me, the Muslim family were playing the audio of the Quran really loudly. And I'm like, A, you shouldn't be playing something loudly, wherever it is, in a public place. And B, something as holy as the Quran, like you're disrespecting actually, right, the holy scripture by playing it in a place where people are getting changed. Like they had no etiquettes, no manners whatsoever, even if you compare it to like Pakistani standards, like completely. And I even knocked on the cubicle door and I'm like, hold on, can you not play the Quran in the changing rooms, and especially so loud, like put on the headphones. They didn't open the door. And these kind of things were really starting to bug me. And then I just did a video and I just vented on YouTube. I'm like, do you know what? These are the things that are really annoying me. And I put it out, didn't think much of it. And then I was getting views, I was getting interest. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize there are other people that are finding this annoying. And actually, they want to talk about it, but they're afraid of being called a racist or Islamophobic or whatever. And I'm like, okay, interesting. And then I just took it from there. So there are behaviors, there's etiquettes, there's a lack of understanding, there's ignorance, there's victimhood mentality. They've got a chip on their shoulder. And again, not speaking about everybody before someone cries racism and Islamophobia. I'm talking about the bad apples. I'm not saying all Muslims are bad. I'm not saying all Pakistanis are bad. However, we do have an issue. We have a growing issue of people from my background who just don't get it. And it's best that people from, like me, who come from this background, explain it, be a bridge to those people who have decided themselves to come and live in the West. If you are coming and living in the West and you're making this decision, it's up to you to integrate. It's up to you to assimilate. Stop expecting English people to change themselves for you. It's just stupid. It's so stupid anyway.
Okay, so it sounds a little bit like you're not focusing on your community because your community has a preponderance to these issues more than other communities necessarily, although maybe some people would argue that they do, but more because it's your community and you feel a responsibility towards your community, if I understood that correctly.
Yes, exactly. I would say that I'm very conscious of the image that someone from my background has. I think it's a really bad image of Muslims in this country, of Pakistanis in this country. And I've got 2 children. I'm concerned that if things don't improve, it's going to have an impact on them, right?
Yeah.
Because they're going to grow up, and then if the image is really bad, it's going to have an impact on them. And I feel like there's no point of me speaking up 10, 20 years later when they're older and I'm an old elderly woman and I don't have the energy to do what I'm doing now. So I'm like, I'm going to do something about it now. I'm not going to be another person complaining. I'm going to do something. And this is me I'm doing everyone a favor.
What did you say that provoked the death threats? What specifically was it?
This is very interesting, and it took me time to suss it out because I'm like, why have I said so bad? Like, I always caveat my things. I do have Muslims supporting me, a few, but still they come on my channel, and I'm like, what is it? And actually, the main thing is me condemning the grooming gangs. Me condemning the grooming gangs and talking about, Elon Musk said it, right? Muslim grooming gangs, Pakistani grooming gangs. And all I said is, if people are calling it Muslim grooming gang, Pakistani grooming gang, then surely it makes sense for Muslims and Pakistanis to come to the table and address the concerns people have. Don't hide. Let's talk about it. And they just did not want me to condemn it. And,
they told you, we don't want you to condemn this.
They don't want me talking about this topic, and they don't want me talking about this topic as a Pakistani grooming gang.
Because they don't want you to acknowledge it.
They don't want me to acknowledge it at all because they feel, I don't know what they feel because they're crazy nutcases who are threatening me. So I don't want to assume I know what's going on in the crazy nutcase mind. But like the biggest thing is the whole grooming gang thing where they're like, oh, but there are white pedophiles and like this is very racist. Like you don't even talk about it. And this is a scary thing. And this is what's taken me aback. That not only are the extremists trying to actively threaten me and shut me down in relation to condemning the grooming gangs, even our moderate peaceful Muslims, they haven't come out and said they've supported me. Actually, a lot of these people have been happy that my channel, when I said I'm quitting, I'm getting threats, I'm going. They were coming underneath my video and saying how happy they are that I'm now going away from YouTube and I'm going to stop talking about Pakistanis and Muslims. And these are the people that were also saying, oh, I pay tax and I'm a progressive person, but you are demonizing all of us and all this kind of stuff. And the funny thing was that they don't understand that they are also an extremist. They don't think that they are, but if you are covering for the extremists, if you're not condemning them and actually you're happy, you're supporting the behavior, right? Because you're saying, oh, we're happy you're going. You are an extremist yourself. You're a bad apple. So there's too many of these people. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. Grooming gangs, of course, are bad, regardless of the race and religion of the victim and or perpetrator, right? It's all disgusting and I condemn all of it. However, if there are, the category, my understanding is the category we're speaking about are gang rape gangs. And my understanding is that people from my background, the Pakistani Muslim community, are disproportionately represented in that category. That is my understanding. Now, again, sadly, because of government, and I don't know what these people are doing, like they're giving us mixed signals about is there an issue? Is there not an issue? There's different research that's going on. If you listen to the left wing, they will say, no, they will focus on the most pedophiles are white men. But if you listen to someone on the right, they would speak about the specific category, gang rape gangs, where Pakistani men apparently are disproportionately represented. So I feel like the government needs to do more to give us clarity. I think
you mean group child exploitation is what you mean?
Well, I think I've heard it being referred to as gang rape gangs.
Okay.
Yes, gang rape gangs. And in that category, they apparently, Pakistani men are overly represented. We should be able to speak about this kind of stuff, right? Even if Pakistani community dispute this, I want them to come to the table and talk about why. Because if they don't, everyone else who isn't a Muslim, everyone else who isn't a Pakistani is just going to think we're all in on it or we're all okay with it. That's what they don't understand. We still need to talk about it. This is not Pakistan where you brush things under the carpet and everyone keeps their mouth shut. That's your Pakistani culture. In English culture, we talk about things. This is where people haven't bothered integrating and assimilating. Had they bothered doing that, they would be less sensitive. They would understand this is the country that we're living in. But again, they're trying to live here like it's Pakistan, right?
Yes.
This whole honor nonsense. You don't have honor, guys, if you're hiding bad apples within your community, right?
Thanks for watching this clip from The Winston Marshall Show. You can click here to watch the full episode, and for more clips like this one, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, be well.